I have played in the festival since the very beginning, 19 years ago, 1993. I was one of the original members of the orchestra. I played flute in the orchestra that whole time. Throughout the years, I have grown to love all the members of the orchestra. We have become quite a family. It's a wonderful experience to see them every summer when they come back. It is truly like a family reunion. I think the dynamic of the personalities that we have in that group is one of the reasons so many of the orchestra members do come back year after year. We have a high percentage of return orchestra members every year. We have some coming from faraway states. We've had some coming from Texas and one that regularly comes from Florida. So they're not just neighboring states to Virginia. They come from a long way and they keep coming back. And I think that dynamic that is in the orchestra, working with Ken and working with each other and working with the featured soloists that we have, makes this one of the really special events. I've heard from so many of the musicians that they play at festivals all over the country, and this one has a different feel to it than some of the others that they play in. So that experience has been a wonderful thing for all of us that are part of that. In the last 5 years, I've become the executive director of this festival, and that has been another way that I've connected with a different group of people. The board members are wonderful. They have put so much time and energy into making this happen. They work tirelessly all year long. So we get amused when someone comes to us and asks in about May, well, are you starting to think about the festival yet? And we just have to realize that they don't truly understand what goes into it, but it is a tremendous amount of work that goes into it all year long. And in fact, we are thinking about a festival a year and a half in advance. So we're starting to lay down what is going to happen with that festival quite early. Then the actual working on developing that to happen really happens at least beginning by September before the June event. So it's a long process. The board gives wonderful direction to what goes on in that process. Eastern Mennonite University, the sponsor for this all these years, 19 years so far, and going. We're getting into the 20th season now. They have been a wonderful support for us. We have had at our disposal many of the offices on campus who work closely with me to make sure that many of the details of this festival are taken care of. It is something that I could not do alone. This position of executive director does not happen with one person by any stretch of the imagination. It takes the musicians, it takes Ken, it takes EMU with all their various offices, it takes the board, the donors, the audience. If we didn't have a wonderful audience that we had, the wonderful loyal supporters, there would be nothing to perform for, no one to come. So we are thankful for all those different groups of people, and we hope that this is as special to them as it is to those of us that produce it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
One of the exciting things about this festival is the large variety of repertoire that is included every year. Our director, Ken Nafziger, makes a point of saying that he doesn't want anyone to feel that they have been there, done that they have nothing to experience in the new festival. To that end, the music of Bach is always paired with music of another composer, another era, or another style, and we have some diverse pairings from year to year. We've had Bach and American music. We've had Bach and Russian music. We've had contemporary music featured, and everything between Bach's time and the contemporary music. So I believe there is music that anyone can enjoy no matter what their leanings are on the style of music that they like. Something else that is very important to us is to have more people feel that this is their festival. We are blessed with a very loyal group of participants and donors and people in the choir, the volunteers, also ushers and volunteers who help us in so many different ways. We want to continue to grow the group of volunteers who work with us. We would love to increase the attendance at all the concerts, and we need the financial support of everyone in order to keep this wonderful festival running. We know over and over that we hear from people how important this festival is to them and how anxiously awaiting the festival they are each year. So we hope that they will join us in our efforts to make this a reality each and every year. We also have an endowment fund for those that choose to help us in a long-term way, and we hope that people will join us in that effort as well.
So whenever you're ready.
We are the Bach Festival. This festival has grown over the years, so much so that it is no longer just a local event. Recently we had audience members coming from 15 states and 3 foreign countries. So we have people from a long way away as well as from right here in our own backyard.